These easy tips can help you play your best golf at the start of the season. Stick around. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Michael here with you once again. It is about the time of this year that everybody starts talking about, this is going to be my year. Last year was really not very good, but this year is going to be completely different. Yet, they're really not going to be doing anything different, are they? They're not going to be practicing during the off season. They're not going to change their game in any way. They're just saying that it's going to be an incredible year. Well, I'm here to make sure that that does not happen to you. I've got some easy tips and tricks that can help you boost your game and make you a better disc golfer. But you know the drill. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you don't miss out on any of the education and random shenanigans that we're going to get into on a weekly basis here on the channel. Let's get into it. For most players around the country, it's nasty outside. If you're in the northern hemisphere, the weather is dreary, the weather is cold, you've got a lot of rain, you've got a lot of snow, so events are few and far between. That adds a unique opportunity for the disc golfer. Instead of having, in the middle of the season, if you're going to try to add a disc into your bag, if you're going to try to tweak something in your form, you've got like 1 week, maybe 2, that you can implement that change and become confident in that play. It's really difficult to do, so that leads to a lot of insecurities in your decision making. You're not set in what you're going to try to do. You got a new disc in your bag. Do you throw that one, or do you try to go with the trusty one that's kind of working maybe 45% of the time? A lot of indecision. How do you take all of this time in the off season where you've got weeks, months maybe, between your next event? What do you need to focus on to ensure that you become the most efficient and accurate disc golfer possible by the time the events roll around? Tip number 1 would be to break down your form. This is the time to really look at those inadequacies in your game. Maybe you've got a forehand, but you don't have a backhand. Maybe it's vice versa. Maybe your putt has just been a little off all season long. Now is the time to really hone in on that stuff. If your putt's been too hyzered, flatten it out a little bit. If you cannot forehand at all, now is the time to learn. You've got weeks worth of time that you can really devote to working on those things. Get out there, find a pro that you really like and respect their form and their body mechanics kind of line up with yours. Find that person and really watch what they're doing. Go frame by frame. Film yourself and then watch that film right next to the pro that you see. Have your computer up, watch it there, and then pull out your phone and watch your video. Really evaluate your form. Make big changes. Make the changes that will take weeks worth of time for you to actually iron out. It's not good for you to start changing your form a week out from an event, but if you've got the weeks during the off season, really get your hands on your form and really dig deep in that. Evaluate what you need to do. Check to make sure that you're leading with that elbow. Get the hips involved. Make sure that you're rotating on your heel, doing the things that are necessary to make that form nice and crisp. Find that pro, follow their lead. Putting is without doubt the thing that I evaluate the most in the off season. It wins and loses tournaments constantly. So putting is something that I very much focus on. I'm making sure that I've got my straddle putt set, my staggered putt set, my jump putts for circle 2. Those always seem to wane, so I spend a lot of time working on that. Do the little things. Look at your grip, look at your stance. Try to find the stance in the form that's going to render the best results for you going forward. Really pay attention to your form. Tip number 2, get your body right. We're all coming off the holidays. We've all eaten a ton of food. We're lounging around like a bunch of house cats. We're having a lot of fun doing that sort of thing, but your body tends to atrophy at that point. So with the weather being bad, we're not moving around as much. So get into a workout routine. We want to strengthen the muscles around our ligaments and tendons to ensure that our joints are going to be in good shape for the upcoming season. That's highly important. So get into a workout routine that's going to keep you going. I'm not saying that you need to be like lifting tons of weight or anything. Like body weight workouts are going to be great for you. Push-ups, planks, dynamic motion. Those TheraBands are fantastic. They really work on muscle stabilization. It's really, really good. Disc golf is built on fast twitch muscle movements and flexibility. So focus on that. Do a lot of stretching, do a lot of body weight workouts, and make sure that your body's right so you can stay away from injury as soon as the season kicks up again. Tip number 3, test out discs in your bag. This is the time of the year where you can really evaluate your bag. So go through your bag, throw everything, and find holes that are in your bag. We all have discs in our bag that are kinda on the chopping block. They throw good shots sometime, they have just enough reason to be in the bag to stay there. But hey, this is the time of the year where you can really check those discs and see if they're needing to stay, or if there's another disc that may fill that hole more seamlessly. All of these tips are null and void if you don't get out there and practice. That is the name of the game. So find that fieldwork spot that's gonna work for you during your off season. Get your body right, get your discs in order, and break that form down to ensure that the best year ever just won't be something you say, it'll be something that you put into action in your next season. Good luck out there.